Temagami. I know, shocker. Yes, there is a theme. In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to do as many Temagami trips this year as possible. I love it here and I want to explore as much of the area as I can. This trip I am doing a loop starting from Obabika Lake. I'm going to be going all the way up Obabika. It's about 18 kilometers up through Wakimika. I'm going to hopefully stay on Wakimika tomorrow night, which is really exciting for me because that is the lake where 30 years ago everyone gathered and stayed during the blockades here in Temagami. So there's a lot of history there. And then I'm going to be heading west through some of the smaller lakes and then down to Lahaye and then down eventually through the Obabika River and then back into Round Lake. I've got 6 days. This is the longest trip I've ever done. My longest trip usually I do is 5 days or 4 days, but my longest being out is 5, so just kind of just slightly going over that this trip, and pretty excited about that. I am on the road to the access. There's a 900-meter portage into Obabika, and then I've got maybe about 4 kilometers to paddle to get to the first campsite on the map. Hopefully it's open. That's about it for now. I will touch base with you again soon. Yay! Back in Temagami. I'm so happy. Well, I'm on the last 9 kilometers of the road, and as I was told, it is very, very rough. All right, the road was really, really rough. And I finally found the portage, so I'm gonna unload the canoe and my stuff and park my car and get moving. It's 7:35, so I don't have a lot of time. All right, just doing the rest of the portage here. Got my pack and almost done. Did that portage really fast. I ran back after dropping off the canoe, so I made really good time, but now I'm just pooped. Half of the portage is the road, and then the other half is like actual portage. And it's really nice and flat. There's a few little gradual, super gradual, like slight uphills, but nothing. I didn't even notice it until the way back. I was like, oh, this is kind of going downhill, but I didn't notice on the way up. So yeah, I'm gonna be on Obabika shortly, and then I'm gonna paddle like crazy. I got about, I think, 4 kilometers of paddling. I'm almost there. Yay. The buzz of a generator in the distance here, but hopefully that'll dissipate very soon. Just in a little bay here, and gotta paddle pretty hard to get to where I want to go right now, so I'm gonna do that. Enough that I got a little sun, and my friends the loons are calling. Paddled about 1 kilometer already in like 10 minutes, so I'm in really good shape. Okay, gotta go. Hello, loons. They're not afraid at all. I don't think they're used to seeing too many people here. All right, I gotta go. Well, it's 10 to 9 and the sun has just gone down. Still lots of light out here, so I'm good. And I didn't even come close to the island site. I saw it from across the lake, and it's super, super, super tiny, probably because the water levels are so high. The site right across from it, I could see it right across the lake, so I'm just heading to it now. I will probably be there in about 5 minutes, and then I will be in a hurry, scurry to get set up before it gets dark. So bugs are really good so far. Even on the portage, I had a couple of deer flies buzzing around me, but other than that, there were mosquitoes. I am heavily sprayed. I do have permethrin on my clothes and my bug shirt on, but they didn't bite my hands and they weren't buzzing around my ears or anything. So I'm thinking that the worst of the bug season is over, but I'm sure I'll find out on some of the portages in the next couple of days, but that's probably not true yet. Anyways, I gotta keep moving because I'm running out of daylight. Super happy with my progress and that I got this far and that I made it to a site before it got dark. Anyways, I'm gonna go. See ya. Beautiful sunset here on Obabika Lake. And I believe that's the campsite right there. Alright, so that was not the campsite, but I think this is. Ay. Light is fading. Hopefully this is it. Alright, I've got a pretty tough entrance here. I'm gonna have to move it. And I forgot to put my rope on the front of my boat, so that double sucks. I'll have to figure something out. I gotta do it quick. Pretty nice site. I pulled the canoe way up onto the shore there up on the hill, and still got a little bit of the sunset here. It's quite pretty. I'm on a big cliff. Whew, I'm so tired. On a big cliff, beautiful sunset, and looks like an okay campsite. There's lots of firewood, which doesn't really concern me that much because I probably won't have too much of a fire. My main goal right now is to find a flat spot to put the tent, so I gotta do that right away because it's starting to get dark. And I also need to find a place to hang my food bag. It's really hard to do that in the dark. This just goes to show you how easy it is to get a fire going right now. I found a big piece of birch bark, lit it on fire, put a couple sticks on it and a couple pieces of wood, and went and hung my rope for my food bag, and poof, big fire. It's 9:43. I've got my tent set up. I even blew up my thermarest. I was going to leave it, and I said, no, just do it, because I hate doing it. And I'm going to heat up my dinner now. I have some salmon that I cooked yesterday already. Alright, just like that, my salmon is in there getting warm. I'm just going to heat it up and eat it right out of the foil. Alright, I actually, after I cooked it yesterday, I froze it, and it was at work all day in the freezer, so it was still really cold in the middle. So I just kind of opened it all up, and now it's all nice and hot, and I'm going to eat it. So I came to the privy to go to the bathroom before bed, and this weird looking insect is sitting here. Good evening. It's super late. It's almost 12 o'clock, and I don't stay up this late. My body kind of has a natural alarm, and it usually wakes me up at 5:30 or 6. So hopefully it's 6 tomorrow. Probably being here it'll be 5, but we'll see. So tomorrow I have an exciting day. It's a lot of paddling for me. I think it's about maybe 26 kilometers, maybe a little bit more in paddling. And there's no portages tomorrow. So I think I'm going the greatest distance tomorrow. My plan is to get up early, maybe not super duper early, but you know, I just get up and go. I can't help myself. But I like to be on the water by 7 or 8, you know, to avoid winds and stuff like that. Obabika is a big lake. I don't like paddling on big water that much, so if it's nice and calm and mirror, that would be spectacular. So maybe leave by 8. It's about 18 kilometers to the other end, and that should take me 3 or 4 hours. I do dawdle a bit and do some filming, but if I paddle at a decent regular pace, 4 hours. I should be able to do it in 4 hours easy. So we'll say like 11, 12 o'clock. I will probably arrive where Alex Mathias lives. He is a native elder, and he's quite famous, and I really would like to meet him. So one of my friends suggested that I stop by and introduce myself, so I'm gonna do that. I just brought him a couple of little gifts. I heard he had a sweet tooth, and just want to chit chat with him for a bit and pick his brain. He's just done so many things. And then I'm going to proceed to Wakimika, where I'm camping for the night. And Wakimika, I hope I'm saying it right, probably not, but that is where a lot of the people who participated in the blockade in 1989, 30 years ago, actually it's the anniversary, they camped there. So that's pretty cool. Like, that's some serious history. And I want to camp there where they camped. I think that would be really, really neat. Super excited about tomorrow. It's going to be really cool. And then I'm going to proceed on with the route. So stay tuned, and I hope you're having a great night, whatever you're doing. And I'm going to go to bed because I'm probably only going to get about 5 hours of sleep tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Well, it's about 1:45 in the morning, and I'm kind of freaking out. I have my knife beside me right now. I was laying here sleeping, and I was kind of in that half awake, half asleep kind of state, and I heard something run by my tent really fast and then run past again the other way. And I can't even imagine what it was that ran that fast. Like, you know how they say, like, you hear a chipmunk outside and you're picturing a moose or a bear? Like, it was probably just something tiny, but I can't imagine what it would be. It sounded like a small leopard or a cheetah, like it just, like, so fast. So anyways, I waited a bit, and then I was like, kind of fell asleep, woke up again, was like, I really have to get up and pee. So I went to get up, and as I was getting up, I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I'll go to the privy. Like, I might have to do something else while I'm up. And I did my normal shoo bear, go away, when I opened the tent. And I heard something running around in the back of my sight by where the privy is. And the privy's like pretty far back there in the forest. And I took a couple steps, and I was like, oh my God, like something's coming here, right? And then I said it again, I clapped my hands, and I heard something again moving around, but it didn't sound like it was running away. It just sounded like it was moving around, like it was saying, yep, I'm here and you're there, kind of thing. So I peed so fast and came back in the tent and just grabbed my knife, and I'm like laying here with my knife beside me, trying to fall back asleep, but I'm just like, what's out there? Like, I'm so freaked out. Oh my gosh. I am afraid of the dark. Well, good morning from Obabika Lake in Temagami. It is 6 a.m. I woke up at 5:40. I guess I technically got almost 6 hours of sleep, but I was up several times throughout the night. Don't feel that great right now, but such is life. I'm going to make up some breakfast and get packed up and get on the water as soon as possible. Instead of my usual oatmeal, which I would prefer to have, because my colitis symptoms are acting up, I can't really have oatmeal. It's super fibrous. So I brought an egg. I've got some chicken eggs that I got from down the street, and I brought a few pre-cooked sausages, and I just cut the sausage open. I'm going to put it on top of the egg and then put it on my English muffin, and I've got a very yummy egg sandwich. So making that first so everything can cool off, and then I'll eat it while I'm packing and stuff. Alright, turns out one breakfast sausage sliced up thin will cover one English muffin egg sandwich, so got that all ready to eat. I'm going to take that back to the tent with me, and I'm going to munch on it while I start packing up all my stuff. So what I'm doing, what I do in the morning while I've got my food bag out, started munching on my breakfast already. Just made my wrap. Usually I pre-make them. This time I left them in the package, and I'm gonna make them as I go. So I just made a wrap with salami on it, and then pulled out 2 cookies out of my package of cookies and 1 Aero bar, just so that I have that up top and easy to access, because otherwise I won't eat. So got that all ready, and I did my sunscreen as well, and I'm just going to leave my toothbrush and my toothpaste on top so I can do that after I eat, and then I can pack away all the food really easily. Well, it is 7:30, and I'm all packed up. I'm ready to get out of here. I've got the canoe still tied up to the tree here. I'm going to lower it down, hold the rope, and then I've got my pack, and got my pack and my other backpack sitting there right by the water, so then I can just toss them in and jump in the boat and take off. I am not wearing my water socks or bug pants. The bugs are great this morning, just a couple of deer flies buzzing around my head on the campsite, and I'm going to be on the water all day today. Probably take off my bug shirt once I get going. I was a little chilly this morning still in my tank top, so I just threw it on, and again, because of being in the forest, but once I hit the water I'll probably get to take it off. So there's a couple of spots where there's pictographs on the map coming up on the other side there, across the lake, so I'm going to go check those out on my way, and I'm going to be paddling for the next 3 or 4 hours probably to get to Alex's. So I'm super excited to meet him. I hope he's there. And yeah, check out Obabika. So winds are still nice and low. Water's calm. It's not Mirror, but that's okay. It's a really big lake. And the winds are coming from the southwest forecast as of yesterday. So they should be kind of behind me, and all should go well. So off I go. Alright, I am off on my way to the northern end of Obabika Lake. Okay, I'm going to cross the lake here because on the other side there are some pictographs. Hopefully, I'm not that great at seeing them, but hopefully I'll see some. I'm just paddling along here, and my arms are really sore today. When I got here yesterday I gave her. Anyway, I'm almost over at the pictographs, so I'll put the camera on when I get there and see if I can see them. Alright, well, I paddled to where it says the pictographs are on the map and didn't see anything, and I thought there's this huge cliff here. I don't want to miss it just because the map is off slightly. I know that sometimes that happens. So I paddled back a little ways just to check out this massive cliff that was here. And I do see some red marks here and there, but there's really nothing that I can make out. So I'm not sure. The wind is starting to pick up. It is coming from the southwest as it was forecast to, so it's pushing me along, so that's fantastic, and hopefully it stays that way. Look at this. It's like a little mountain up there, and it sounds like there's a waterfall going down at some point. I can hear it. Oh, it's just beautiful. I love this place so much. It's just full of surprises and so much beauty. And, you know, I didn't think Obabika was going to be like this, but look, I'm the only one out here again. Oh, the waterfall sounds so nice. I just noticed on the map that there's one more spot on this side that I'm on that has pictographs on the map, so I'm not that far. I mean, I'm passing by it, I just kind of have to paddle closer to the shore. So I'm just going to go check them out. Today is a day of exploring and paddling and just enjoying being out here, and there's no portaging, it's just a lot of paddling, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, I'm just making my way through Obabika, and couldn't have asked for better weather. There's barely any wind. The water is almost mirror, and I'm moving along pretty good. I think I'm about 4.5, almost 5 kilometers up the lake. Well, I'm still paddling through Obabika. I'm about halfway, and it's a beautiful lake. There's sand beaches, and there's like shores with these multicolored little rocks and stuff. And then there's like rock cliffs and beautiful trees. It's so natural. I've only passed one cottage so far, and I just passed a fishing boat, an aluminum boat with a motor, and it was 2 little kids in it. I don't know, they were a bit of a distance away, but I would say that the one driving the boat couldn't have been more than 13, 14. I'm not that good with ages. And then possibly his little brother or his friend in the front of the boat, maybe 7 or 8. And they were out here fishing, and very respectful, slowed the boat right down and just started trolling along the shore until I passed by, and then waited a good while until I went past, and then they sped up again. So I thought that was really awesome. Got about maybe 2 kilometers left, 3 kilometers, just passing something called Gull Island, and yeah, it's exactly that. Lots and lots of seagulls. One flew over, and I was just kind of like, stay away from me, buddy. Anyways, I'm not sure why I was prompted to look for my hat, but I just noticed that it's not in my boat. It's very rare that I forget something. I checked my backpack. I thought, well, maybe I just jammed it in there because I knew I was going to wear it, but usually I stick it in the side of the seat, and I swear I stuck it in there, but what was also in there was the map, and I'm wondering if maybe when I pulled the map out, the hat and my bug net just went overboard. I don't know, but I had a spare head net in my backpack, and yesterday I took it out because I'm like, I'm never going to need 2. So I have no head net and no hat now, and it's supposed to rain Monday and Tuesday, which, I mean, hats make the rain so much better because they keep the rain off your face and keep your face sheltered. And so if anyone finds a white Camper Christina hat on Obabika Lake, I would very, very greatly appreciate it returned to me. Alright, this is really crazy. They must have like all kinds of fish out here. Something's jumping beside my boat. Hi. Look at all these loons. First I thought they were just seagulls, and then I thought they were seagulls and those yucky birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like there's like 18 loons, and some of them just ducked under the water. Holy crap. Hi. So much for two on a lake. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna paddle and leave them alone, but oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Well, I have finally spotted what I believe is Alex Matthias's place. So I am making my way over there. I should be there in about 5 minutes. and we'll see what's crack-a-lackin'.